Hello?
What's up, girl? What happened after Tony dumped you?
Girl, I'm over it. I went from heartbreak to hate.
Oi, Joy.
Hi, Bob. Didn't I once say that I was going to start doing that, and then I forgot?
Yeah, that's
past
okay.
5,
You can
6
keep
years.
forgetting things.
You know what? I'm sick of your shit already.
I don't need you throwing gay terms at me, even if it's a tongue pop.
You know, first of all, it's Pride Month.
It is Pride Month.
So,
Hey, Pride.
let me be an ally. Why don't you? Don't be my enemy, motherfucker.
Ooh. Damn. Hate crimes are real, people.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. So full of shit.
We're back for another week, another year.
Another year, exactly. And hopefully everybody's already listened to 52 Intoxication.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, you and I were both intoxicated last night.
Last night, yes.
In separate places.
Separate places in the same, probably 2,000 feet.
Exactly. Exactly.
But different places.
But different places.
Yeah, less than a mile away.
I was drinking Strawberry Long Islands.
I was drinking Stiegel Radlers.
What
Stiegel Radlers.
Is this a beer?
It's a grapefruit beer.
Oh.
But the kicker is you just drink a little bit out of the can and then you pour vodka into it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So I was doing those and some.
It's a weird combo, by the way. Beer and vodka together.
It's just grapefruit. So
Okay.
it's just really it's nice. It's nice. Radler.
It's a crazy name.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
Steigl Radler. Sounds like a good porn name to me.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, so both drinking. I was fully drunk.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty intoxicated myself.
Yeah, well before 11 was I. And so then I got to drunk texting, which is one of my favorite things, and I actually am drunk. And this morning at 6:30, somebody sends me a message and says, so how did those Long Islands treat you, or how are they treating you this morning?
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote back, pretty goddamn amazing, because I followed the rules.
Right.
Now, if you don't know what the rules are, kids, go back and listen to
Go back
episode
and listen
52.
to last week in 52 where Joy discussed her rules for surviving.
And feeling amazing the next day.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I mean, I wasn't really hungover, but I mean, I was drinking some vodka out of a flask, which is pretty trashy. My Virgin Mary flask. I was at a show. It was one of those things where you bring your own in your bag. So I had my little Pan Am bag filled with beer.
Nice.
Looking like a full, but still feeling good, enjoying myself. I got trapped in a vending machine. I didn't tell you that, but
You didn't, but I did happen to see it this morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. She just yelled, "Oh my God, Bob's in the vending machine!" But I wasn't in the vending machine. It was just my reflection in the vending machine.
I'm like, well, maybe the more important question is, what was she drinking?
I don't know, but it was funny. And then the conversation after was a little weird. But yeah, so good nights, good Friday nights. It's a Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. We're just telling the truth. What day
Today is Saturday. I mean, we don't want people to think we're out on a Wednesday, even though I was. But I don't know if people think I'm out on a Tuesday, which I normally am too. But maybe a Monday, I stay home. I stay home a lot. I'm joking. I don't drink that much, but
No, you really don't.
no.
But anyways,
Other
than this revival, today,
we're debating.
debate club.
We're debating whether or not we even like each other.
Oh, let's start with that one.
And then we're going to debate. I mean, so this is Joy's thing because she's nerding back to high school and she enjoys debate club or whatever.
Well,
Master debating.
See, here's the thing. Can I tell you just a fun story? You say that, but my senior year, I was technically a part of the debate club because...
You handed out towels?
Not because I did debates, because I did original comedy. That was one of the categories.
The face crack of the century.
And so I wrote, I think it was 4 or 5 minutes you had to write. And yeah, I did this whole thing. It was the whole thing was, somebody who loves TV and music, or TV and movies, and so like I had immersed myself, and so I became all these multiple characters.
So I don't feel like we can go on with the debate show until I get a little.
No, that was a million.
No, we all remember those things.
No, I.
If you did a dance routine when you were 6 years old, you remember.
I can remember. Listen, what I can remember is I did multiple characters. I did sort of like a Shanae.
Okay. Shanae was of the time.
Right. I referenced Karate Kid because I remember I did do like the crane kick.
Okay.
And one of the things I went to, like I made it to regionals and performed, and I had a long skirt that I just chose to wear for that. Don't ask me why. I don't know how that. I'm sure my mom was involved in that decision. But nonetheless,
she wanted to present Pentecostal for the night.
Crane kicking in a long ass pink skirt, by the way.
Not Pentecostal.
I did like a Valley Girl, which I think was supposed to be sort of like, I don't know if it was really referenced.
So basically, everything she's done on the podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I had a specific, they were all written out, and it was just like a fully realized.
So you were like Martin Lawrence motherfucker up there?
I was trying to be a lot like Whoopi Goldberg, because I had always listened to her things, her one-woman shows. And yeah, absolutely. I was ripping off from her. I was like, somebody's a genius. Somebody's a genius.
It's been 10 years since Whoopi Goldberg did this. Let me steal it now.
And just change it a little bit and call it a good day.
Make it whiter and go for it.
Listen, know your audience, kids. That's
know your
I'm
audience.
saying.
Know your Pentecostal audience. Why do we say Pentecostal? What?
I don't know.
It's
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal.
Not everybody says Pentecostal.
So if you like live in New York City, are you Pentecostal?
I can't with you.
Okay.
That's an important debate question.
That is a debating question. Let's debate. Pentecostals, human or subhuman? Joking. They're not listening anyway.
Right. They are definitely, yeah.
Gay.
I was going to say the whole description.
It says gay, it says black woman. I know there's black Pentecostals, but are they really black?
There's like supposedly a big difference between white Pentecostals and black
Pentecostals.
Pentecostals.
Black Pentecostals, they don't like conform to hair. To the hair bun standards.
No.
And the long skirts. I don't think you can tell a black woman what to wear.
You can certainly try, but not anymore.
Not at church, you can't. Not these days.
I said these days because in the 80s, when I was a kid, you could. We went to a couple churches where
you couldn't wear jeans.
You couldn't wear pants.
No.
It was. I've told you about this weird rule where you had to have a dress on anytime you were in the presence, if you were in church or if you were in the presence of the pastor and his wife. But you could have a dress on over pants. And I always thought as a kid, this is fucking stupid. Like it's clear that I'm wearing pants, but now because I have a dress on over it, I can step inside your house. And I remember this because my mom used to keep skirts for me and her. Like every once in a while she would go and visit them and it would be like, get out, throw this skirt on over your pants. Now we will walk into the house. I know your face is like, how is that? I'm just telling you, that was like legitimately, those are the rules.
Oh, wow. This is like Gone to the Handmaid's Tale. Like we're down. Let's discuss rape.
No.
Might as well.
No. Because
that's why I think they make you wear skirts. Easier access.
Oh, my God. Now I'm not going to agree with you. Now you're getting ridiculous.
It's debating.
It's because their thing was very... It's weird because it was trying to follow... I can't really debate in favor of it because I was a kid, for one, so that's unfair. Secondly, I don't know why they came up with the rules they did, but it was supposed to be relating to the Old Testament. You know what I mean? They had like...
And there is my problem. You're not Jewish. Shut up. If you want to believe in Christ and you want to throw all Jewish rules out the door, do it and move on.
Yeah.
Don't pick and choose.
I admit that I don't know. I don't know why.
Okay. Pentecostals, they sometimes own Dairy Queens and sometimes I work for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's my Pentecostal.
I get you.
That's my pro-Pentecostal moment. Did you know that the hair comes down after sex, though?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You're like, did you have sex with somebody who's Pentecostal?
No.
Okay.
But the older people that owned the business would come in after.
Oh, wow.
And when the hair would be down, it's like one of those creepy moments when you know like your parental units have had sex or weirdness like that.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to debate?
Okay. So, I had a few fun questions that I have prepared.
Pre-debate questions.
Pre-debate
Prepared
questions.
debate questions.
Okay, so let's start with this one. If music is the great healer, which 3 bands or, artists could come together to create world peace?
See, these are like, you need like a dissertation or something. It's preparedness of it. I don't remember this one. I remember some very quick debate questions.
And I got a quick one after that.
Okay, so which 3?
Because you think about it for a second. Let me tell you where I was kind of going. Because I was thinking something along the lines of, there was the Aerosmith Run DMC crossover.
Yes,
right?
which made white people like rap.
Exactly. But it's like, you take a music group that one group of people loves and another, and you kind of smash them together, and then everybody's like, hey, we like this because black people also like that song. You know what I mean? That at least got those 2 groups together. Now, I'm just trying to imagine, could there be 3 artists? Like if you did Shakira with, I don't think will.i.am really counts for the black people anymore. With Beyonce.
Ooh, never. Beyonce's never gonna not be relevant, right?
And then threw in a sprinkle of something weird like Bon Jovi, the reunion tour, or some shit. Like, I think maybe you could get everybody. What white person doesn't love Bon Jovi?
Well, didn't Beyonce and Shakira do a song together?
They did. But did they do anything with Bon Jovi? No, they did not.
No. But what if they did? Since Beyonce, and I'm saying this from a total perspective of things that have already happened.
Okay.
Not things that I want to happen. So I didn't ask for Shakira and Beyonce to have a song together.
I know you didn't.
And I also didn't ask for Beyonce and Lady Gaga. But didn't they have something together? The telephone song.
Oh, was that them?
Yeah,
yes.
I think that was them.
That's
so
sad.
if you took Beyonce, Lady Gaga, and Shakira.
Aha. I think maybe you have.
You think that might be world peace?
I think that could be world peace. But they would have to do like a whole album. You can't just give us one song. That's not enough.
But I mean, right now you're just appealing to the gays for Pride Month because.
No, I am not. This is
that's
valid
like
question.
Those are 3 highly regarded gay icons of this generation.
Good, because we are trying to appeal to everybody, not just
Hey,
by
Shakira.
race. Also by. You know what I mean? Every aspect that people identify with. So I feel that we're along the right lines, but shouldn't we have a man in there somewhere?
No, we don't need a man.
Oh,
what
wow.
we need, because I mean, Lady Marmalade brought the world together.
It did. I don't know anybody that doesn't love that song.
I mean, now there's some people trying to do a man's version, which we don't need. We don't need that at all. We don't need a man talking about a sex worker in French. Do we? No,
we don't.
We don't need a man to do that for us. Ed Sheeran, Shireen, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't know music.
Ed Sheeran's a good one. A lot of
no,
people.
fuck that. You're just into this ginger fucking phase, so you're just gonna throw that out there, and I'm gonna toss it right back into the ocean.
Oh shit.
To whatever place he's from. This is what I'm gonna say. It's got to have. It's Shakira. It's Beyonce. It's Lady Gaga, but the intro is Asian beats, and
Ooh, yes.
the music throughout the song is Indian.
Oh, now we're
now
getting
I'm talking South Asian,
right?
Indian,
Now
but
we're
like
talking unity.
yeah. So we have the beats because nobody likes cultural appropriation more than Asian and South Asian countries, and I think they'll just appreciate it, right? I'm being facetious.
Obviously,
Yes.
I'm like trying to breathe in my laughter. I'm like, you're so.
But black people don't
ridiculous.
care about cultural appropriation at all.
No, well.
In music.
No, they don't. And
they will still Asian. They've been still doing Asian beats for.
This goes back to cultural appropriation versus appreciation. Because honestly, I'm not justifying what people do, but I know what people think when they do that. Like, when black people use Indian beats or an Indian flair in
Truth
their
hurts.
music,
That's rap bars.
truth hurts. They definitely think they're just appreciating music that they love. So maybe that's another debate question.
So I would say yes to your 1920s point of view. And
no,
maybe
that's just me trying to understand. Like
knowing the difference between a rug and an Asian person is something we do know now. So we don't use the terms Oriental and things like that. But we also learned through our human history evolution, the things that we think we just appreciated and did was actual appropriation. Right? White rappers. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I feel like you go to extremes sometimes when it's not really required. Because under your viewpoint...
It's emphasis on the right syllable.
Under your, like, harsh viewpoint, like when you expand
I like
it
middle
out...
eyes, yeah.
When,
That's true.
when you expand it out... You're ridiculous right now. I can't with you in vanilla eyes. Then nobody could, like, one thing would only belong to one race or one group of people.
That's where we're going.
Crossover. Well, and I told you that that's my problem. That is
Yeah.
where we're going. Because you can't have something that only gay people have or only black people have or, you know what I mean? Like, there's crossover.
I think gay people can only have glory holes. Can we tell all straight people to stop using glory holes? I mean, they've been our culture for as long as bathhouses have existed, and this goes back to Roman days. So can you keep your grubby mitts off our glory holes? Thank you. Gay Pride 2019.
I can't. Maybe we should move on.
No, let's debate the use of a glory hole from a straight perspective.
Well, I don't have a dick, so how am I supposed to debate it?
You could be sucking through a hole. Do women want to suck through a hole?
No, women do not want to suck through a fucking hole. That's so nasty.
But it's okay for gay guys to do it?
I didn't say they should. No, listen.
Doesn't matter how much duct tape's around that.
Ew, I don't know. There's something... I don't know. Actually, when you really think about it, emotionally removed from it, it's like, it's still the same dick. You know what I mean? That
It's
would
a
go
disembodied dick.
It's a disembodied dick, but it's the same dick, whether it's got a wall separating it or not. I think it's like the idea of like when people are like, ooh, like I hooked up in a bathroom. I also fucking think that's nasty. You know how dirty public bathrooms are? There's no
Cleaner than
way.
human mouths, but that's beyond the point. Technically, scientifically speaking.
Okay. You know what?
But my thing with glory
that's
holes
science
is
proven.
I really do spend a lot of time exfoliating and making my face nice. I don't need like plastic burn on the ridge of my nose trying to get that dick because that dick ain't big enough to fit all the way through the hole. I mean,
wow. I mean, I would hope that if you're sucking somebody's dick through a hole, it would at least be big enough for you to not fuck up your nose.
I'm talking not gas stations, but like truck stops where they have that kind of thicker wall, you know?
Okay.
How many glory holes you seen?
I really haven't. Thank
we need to
goodness. Only
do
on
that.
video.
Let's go on a road trip after this. I'll take you to a couple.
Glory hole road trip.
I mean, Glory Road. It's a book. It's a book. Let's just do it now. Let's go take all across the state of Illinois.
That's a coffee table book.
It is. All
really
the glory
is.
holes. That I think would sell brilliantly. If anybody steals this fucking idea, murder will happen to you.
Glory Road, the coffee table book.
Of glory holes.
Now, you would have to go full out like pretentious artist about it and just do like
I could
black
do
and
that.
white pictures.
Oh yeah.
The whole
Maybe
thing.
even like 95% desaturated color. Where you just get some of the graffiti color on the walls. You know.
Oh my god.
Do we have dicks in it?
Well, yeah.
So they have to have a dick in the hole.
Well, maybe they don't all have to, but you're gonna have dicks in the book.
I mean, is there any?
Don't tease people and then not give them.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's just holes.
I mean,
Like,
is there
nobody
anything
wants-
sadder than an empty glory hole?
I'm sure I can think of some things, but
Oh,
so here's a fun drinking game. Listen to this episode and take a shot every time we say glory hole.
glory hole,
because
or
there's-
just glory.
There's like a quick 5-minute span of time where you just get really fucked up.
I think it's a good episode.
It is.
Okay. So, did we solve any world problems with that?
No,
Did
we
we
didn't.
debate? We debated some stuff.
debated.
It was multiple debates.
True.
Wasn't structured. Wasn't like they would do in high school. It wasn't a scripted stand-up comedy act for your junior year, but
My senior year, thank you very much.
she had evolved.
No, I don't even remember.
Do you think anybody said, "Why is that Latino girl doing shenanigans?"
Would you read it out? You're so stupid.
Anyway, cultural appropriation aside,
yes, let's move on to the next question. Actually, let's bridge from where we were. Let's
Ooh.
not go too far away.
fucking under bridges.
No,
Oh, okay.
since we were kind of talking about some gay things, talking about some black things.
Yeah, gay black
Who
things.
would win in the fiercest verbal battle between a gay white man
Oh,
and a straight
fire.
black woman?
Black woman.
You didn't even give it any.
Why?
Now listen.
This is what. Okay, we want to debate. Okay,
We're going to debate it
Go
because
for
gay people, they will cut you off verbally. They will make you feel 2 inches tall, same as a black woman. I feel that this is actually a fair question. I don't feel like it's a hands down.
Well, here's my perspective.
Please give it.
So, gay men can only regurgitate things that they've already heard from somebody else. Most gay men.
Okay.
Present company excluded. Because I'm pretty witty, and I got the skills. That's because I was raised with black women. Most gay men only see black women on television, right? And they have to do the imitation of a black woman. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Any way gay people are with cutting people down, giving shade back, blah, 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 is stolen. Is another appropriation of how black women speak. Black women into black male drag queens, presenting as women, doing a woman kind of perspective. So I feel that it's just... I mean, I've seen gay guys it's all just stuff that they've heard on RuPaul's Drag Race before.
But see, you're thinking about the average person, and I'm saying, like where two...
The Eminem of gay men walk in.
Breakdancing, how there's like two crews. Where two crews come together and you pit the best against the best.
So like me and you?
Something like that. But nonetheless...
Or me and Kaya? That'd be fun.
That would be fun, but actually you would not win that.
I would not win. I don't want to win. I want Kaya to win.
But no, I guess my point is, see, as you were talking about the appropriation of it all, you know what you made me think of? I was like, just because somebody has gotten something from someone else doesn't mean they can't end up being better at it. And I will give you Asian dance gangs. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen any of those TV shows where you can dance and all this other shit? And hip hop crews, like 8 out of 10 of them are Asian kids who are just fucking amazing. They just learned how to do this shit and took it to the next level, and they will kill.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But here's the thing.
Okay, please tell me.
Black woman is at an advantage of that she could say anything about that white gay man.
Okay.
But the white gay man can't talk about any kind of facial structure, any kind of hair, any kind of thing that might.
I feel that a gay man might, like in a fierce
but
verbal battle.
but that's not the right.
It's not the right thing.
No, I mean, if you're talking about dirty words, that's a different thing than like I'm thinking of structure.
Okay.
Like you hit the buzzer back and forth like chess. That you're giving it,
So
you're volleying
you're having
it.
a clean verbal fight.
Not clean word wise.
I know what you mean.
I'm just saying that and
fair,
you have to
above the
have
belt.
15 to 20 people standing around you.
Right.
Because as soon as a white gay man says anything tip into that racial side, every single person standing behind them is going to go walk and stand behind that black woman.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think the gay man ever could win.
Okay.
Go black women.
But that was fun the way we did that, right? We took the opposite side and argued for our people. Or opposite person.
Opposite people.
Opposite people.
Your people are gay men. My people are black women. So yes, actually we did.
We did opposites.
We did.
Yay.
Okay.
So in my final question that I have, this doesn't mean we won't have time for one of your questions. So you
Okay.
get to speak too, Bob. You're important.
I spoke about glory holes quite a bit.
You did. Who would be the sullenest of them all between a goth, I'm thinking like 90s, early 2000s goth.
Like a real goth.
The real goth.
Yeah.
A millennial or a government worker?
Well, there's a difference between sullen and soul sucked out, right?
There is.
So I think government workers.
I know what you were going to say, but I was like, I think there's both kinds of government workers. But if you think that's an easy one to toss to the side, we can narrow it down to goths versus millennials.
I don't know. I think in the word sullen, I think it's more. It would still be a goth,
Really?
maybe.
Because I don't know. These millennials out here, maybe the tail end of the millennial generation beats some of the, because it is like a big, like year
Yeah.
gap. Like technically,
A year gap that was never asked for. That they just created.
that does seem very arbitrary the way they do the
Yeah, they
generations.
do.
but
And it's depending on which person's writing the book. They're all different.
also
right,
true.
yes.
They're close, but they're like a few
All we
years
know is
off.
we're both Generation X.
That's all we know.
That's all we know. And that's all we really fucking care about because we're not millennials and we're not baby boomers.
Right.
We're forgotten because baby boomers and millennials are fighting right now.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine with us because we don't give a
we're
shit.
like, we're like, leave us out of it.
Yes.
Just let us live our best lives
Right.
quietly. I don't know. I just think that millennials could really give goths a run for their money.
Well, I think
I think theirs is like an inherent.
theirs is based in a truth, right?
Yeah.
And that the world's going to end and it's already everyone else's fault before that. Even though they were gladly throwing their plastic snack packs in grade school right on the ground along with everybody else. But once they got old enough to realize that they did something wrong, they completely forgot that they did that wrong thing too.
Yeah.
And then
It's like a
blamed
race.
everybody
Blame
else.
somebody else. That's what that's what you gotta do.
Yes.
That's the key right there.
Hey, millennials. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they're very sullen, but I don't feel that it's not warranted. You know?
We're not getting into the justification
of it.
Now you're just trying to do
And
too
then
much.
now if you want to bring government workers into it,
Okay.
you're getting fucking paid to do your job. No. Like you're getting paid 20 fucking bucks an hour. Like let's be real. I mean, they make pretty good money.
So sometimes a lot more than that.
A lot more.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're sullen so much as they're just like salty.
They are. I mean, that's true. That's true.
That's just like it's like they're
There's a range of emotions a government worker comes in from, just full on hating every aspect of life, salty that they've chosen this life.
and if it's a pregnant government worker, it's even worse.
Yeah, that I don't think I've had the pleasure anytime
Oh, I've
recently.
had the pleasure. That's the only time I've almost punched a pregnant woman. Well, this decade.
This
No, I'm joking. I've never punched a pregnant woman, and you should never punch a pregnant woman either,
the things that
unless
you,
she has a gun.
what? I don't know why does a pregnant woman have a gun on her? Like,
Because she's from Alabama,
oh, okay, that would
and
be.
she's defending her right
I was
to
gonna say
have
that'd be a
baby
valid reason.
with a gun.
That answer is acceptable.
No, I just think that, and again, rightfully so, right? So if someone asks you the same fucking question 300 times in a day,
Listen, it's true.
I mean, we're both civil servants.
So yeah,
So I get it. Like, I was joking about it being their job, but
right.
millennials aren't getting any money.
Well,
And so they're sullen about that too.
Yeah.
Because they can't get a job with their $200,000 college degree.
And that's it, right? Because they had to pay so much
more.
For
Because
their
Generation
degree.
X kids, we paid like $15,000 for college a year.
A year, yeah,
So,
definitely. And
not
total,
not
like including
57.
No, yeah.
We can talk about the rates of college, but we're not going to debate that at all because college money is well needed.
Love it. It is
Because we need it.
And remember that to be beautiful and natural is the birthright of every woman. And I wish you all loads and loads of loveliness and good luck.